Well. You're listening to Gloves Off with Professor Buitrón. Alright then, I may say words on point, straightforward. No jibber jabber, everybody forward. Issues, facts and solution. Get it at Gloves Off with Professor Buitrón. Alright, what other thing is a revolution. Get it on point with Professor Buitrón. Gloves Off, no nonsense issues, politics, community. A better men for Laredo. Gloves Off, a revolutionary show with everything that you need to know. With Professor Buitrón. Watch ya!
Gloves Off is always on point. Bringing you the best on current issues, community affairs, and the happenings around us. This segment of Gloves Off is brought to you by the best, so pay them a visit. Check them out. This is Gloves Off. If you've ever wondered, if you ever had a clue what would happen if Batman, the Avengers, the X-Men fought the 47 Ronin, you will have great hitting, power strikes, and speed. This event will be known as the North Texas Stick Fighting Championships. It's open to all martial artists. This is where legends are formed, where they're forged, where they are founded. Sign up now. Call the number 956-401-4868 and look up the website at www.savate.biz. So remember, this is for serious martial artists. If you're not serious, sit back and whisper about the event. If not, we'll see you there. The following political paid advertisements do not reflect the political opinions of the program or its associates. Any political campaign or candidate who wishes to purchase advertising can do so. Advertising is open to all on behalf of Gloves Off.
Back at you with gloves off. I'm Professor Buitrón. I'm with you with Constable Mike Villarreal. How are you doing, Constable?
We're doing good, Paul. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for coming over. And what's going on now? We've been a while.
It's been a while. Well, nothing, just working, man. Working for our people in South Laredo. Of course, you all know we're in campaign mode right now because campaign is coming up in February. So we have a lot of in our hands. But yet again, we still continue working hard for our community in our office.
And your office is South Laredo for people to understand where.
Yes, my office, my department is Constable Precinct 2. Of course, we don't have an area where to patrol. We can patrol all the county, but my area, Precinct 2, is from Market to Cenizo. We have Highway 359 and 59 as well.
As well. And how is it over there? Because this is your second time around. Huh?
This is my third term. If God willing and the people continue supporting me and electing me, I'm running for my third re-election. So yeah, we're doing good. Like I said, we're just getting ready. We have a lot of support from the people. Of course, we've been working real hard. Since I was first elected back in 2012. So we'll be since day one. We started working real hard for the community, and we're still there working hard.
And tell us a little bit how is South Laredo different from the other sides of Laredo, West and North?
Just Webb County by itself, it's very unique compared to other cities. I love my Laredo people, man. I love them. I think there's not much of a difference except the businesses. But from there on, I mean, we're all family in Laredo, so there's not a big difference.
You know, everybody always tries to say, I'm from the West, I'm from the North, I'm from the South. We're all from Laredo.
Exactly.
And you said it, there's families throughout.
Yes.
Families throughout. What's going on with the department? I know that you've had a couple of deputies that have passed on. You have our condolences to the families.
It's been real hard this past, I guess, 6 months. We have one of our employees pass away, Mr. Noy Garcia, Lord have his soul. And we still continue praying for him and his family. One of my ex-deputies just retired like maybe 3 months ago, also passed away a little bit more. He just passed away last week, Mando Rodriguez.
Sure.
Of course, we continue praying for him and his family. And I ask for the community to continue praying for Sonia Leon. She's also in the hospital right now, and she's still there battling, and of course, she has our prayers.
Yeah, I know Sonia, and our prayers go to our family. And besides that, you know, how's that department? Is it a united department?
Oh yeah, it's a very united department. I mean, we're a small department, and we all work together real good. We're 15 employees already, so it's growing by the year, and hopefully we continue growing because we need the people and we need the workers, of course. But yeah, our office, our department, it's working real good all together as one department.
What new projects, what new works are coming of age that you like to
We usually continue working with other agencies, of course, right? With school districts, patrolling the schools, working 5H, which we called it. It's school detail. We work traffic control for the school for all the we can't work all the schools because we don't have the units, but we try our best. We get together with the chiefs and captains from UISD and LISD, and we see where they need the help, and we send the units there. We, of course, will continue working with them. We do have other events coming up. I know we have the Click It or Take It, which is very important for our community. Last year, well, actually, the year hasn't ended, but we worked it this year, and we gave a little bit over 1,000 citations. And I'm not saying that I'm proud of it, because I'm not. We're just saying there's a problem in our society, right, with the seatbelts. And of course, most of the kids that are in the vehicles, they're not wearing their seatbelt or their proper car seat. So what we do, we find them, but instead of giving them a fine, we try and educate them. We'll set up a classroom, and they go to that classroom, and as many people show up, we'll try and work out their citation. Instead of them paying, we'll actually help them out. We have 4 certified by state technicians to install the proper car seats. So instead of the citation, like I said, we'll give them a car seat so they can have their kids on the safe side and properly install the car seat with them. So we're working a lot with the community and trying to give them the best service that we can.
Yeah, and you know, one of a good friend of ours, and he's passed on now, and God keep him in a safe place, was your old constable Reyes.
Rubén Reyes, en paz descanse.
And he was, you know, and we knew him since high school, you know, and we used to make fun of each other, and you know, we became very good friends. And it's you know, he was one that was very hands-on with the community. And how do you, when you went into office, how did you feel? Chingo Reyes, toda la comunidad lo quiere. What did you say? You know, I want to be like him.
He played a big role on my side, right? Of course, I've been working for this department for close to 15 years. I started as a deputy with him. He sent me to the academy. Y Reyes es un corazón, era un corazón y todavía pensamos en él todos los días que estamos en el departamento, ¿verdad? Siempre sale una historia de él y como siempre lo extrañamos como quiera. Mr. Reyes, he guided me. He guided me when he was there. He taught me a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff. Y cosas que nunca se olvidan. So, él me enseñó de política también, ¿verdad? Que la política se hace a un lado y es nomás de servir a la comunidad. Y es lo que hacemos nosotros, ¿verdad? We try and follow his steps. Follow his steps and continue to service the community.
And how do you look at the community now? How is it growing?
It's growing by the minute in South Laredo. I don't know if you've been down there, but now we have Cuatro Vientos and we have other neighborhoods growing in Cuatro Vientos Road. So yeah, it's growing by the minute, man. It's ridiculous, but I'm happy. I'm happy that Laredo's growing and we're catching up with other cities as well, technology wise and deputy wise, and we're patrolling our area. It's a big area, but I think we're doing a good job out there.
Would you tell me some of the duties of a constable? What is a constable for people out there? You know, people say, no, they're just in the corners. No. What is it?
Yeah, our priority, of course, is to serve our courts, which is with J.P. Danny Dominguez and J.P. Bobby Quintana. Any court document that comes out of that court, and other courts, we get papers by other counties that come through the mail, we still have to serve. Our priority is serving the civil documents that come from that court. It's taking care of our courts as well. But I remember when I started as a deputy, and I started doing traffic control, and so I stopped other people, our community, and they had no idea what a constable can stop them. They will tell me, eres un constable, ustedes no paran carros. And we're peace officers. We do we do everything exactly like any other police agencies. But our main duty it's courts.
Well, you're absolutely correct. You know, a lot of people do not understand that a constable is a peace officer.
Yeah, we are a peace officer, and if you go back to history, the constable was the first law enforcement agency ever created. Even over there in, I guess you want to say, with the Queen. They
At the constables. That's what a lot of people don't understand what cop is.
Yeah.
Cop means constable on patrol.
Yes, that's correct. You got it.
You know, so people say, "Oh, he's a cop." Of course, he's a constable
on patrol. That's true.
And you know, and constables were around for a long time. Then you had
for the longest time. It was, like I say, it was the first one in history.
And we have constables, we have sheriffs. In other areas, they don't. You know, but. You know, in Mexico, the alguacil is the sheriff, and they don't have constables, but they have a different department.
They run with different agencies.
You know, so you know it's interesting how everything goes. But we have 4 constables.
Yes, we do. It's precinct 1. You got Rudy Rodriguez. You have myself in precinct 2. You have Constable Cortez, Adrian Cortez, precinct 3, and Constable DeValley, precinct 4. We all have our jurisdiction. We usually respect, but we can patrol countywide. They can also patrol countywide. So there's no jurisdiction. I know we have calls from concerned citizens from my neighborhood or from my precinct calling that another constable department is patrolling our area, which I tell them I don't mind. Actually, it's actually better for us. I mean, we have more safety in our precinct. So, and there's nothing wrong with it because we all work together.
Absolutely, and it should be that way, because in case something does happen, all the different departments have to be in one frequency.
I've seen it before. I've seen it before where there's shots fired with law enforcement, and by less than 3 minutes, everybody's there. Everybody, and that makes me proud to say, because we know we have backup out there.
You know, that's something that people forget. And we have a lot of video that puts a bad taste on everybody. You know, we do have our bad apples, and we cannot neglect that. But our peace officers, for all it's worth, they're good individuals.
Yes, they are.
We have great officers. We have great first responders that they're always there.
Yes.
They don't care, what political realm you're at, what sexual
The bad guys
orientation you are. They're there.
Yeah, and the bad guys don't respect the uniform. They're
Yeah.
just looking for a badge. And whoever's wearing a badge and they're up to something,
Absolutely.
and they're gonna go away. They don't care if you're wearing a constable at Laredo PD or sheriff department. They don't. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. And that's the thing that we have here. So we have to teach our kids, and I keep telling this, we have to teach our kids how to respect and comply.
Yeah.
Why do I
That's
say
true.
comply?
And you brought up a good point, because you hear it every time, and I hear it every time, and I try and correct the parents. Where lo primero que dicen al niño, ahí está el policía, te voy a llevar. So that kid's growing up saying the police is a bad person. He's going to take me away from my parents, which is not true. And the day they're going to need a law enforcement, that kid's going to be afraid to call law enforcement. So that's why I try and educate the people, not teach them, but educate them that don't say that. We're good people. All right, we're there to help the child or the parents.
Absolutely, absolutely. What else do you have coming forth in the near future?
Well, we've done it for almost 8-9 years. The basket giveaway for Easter. Every year we give out over 1,000 Easter baskets. We also have, we have events throughout the year, and we haven't stopped. We try and make it like an annual thing. So every year we're looking forward for that event. So we have different events coming up, like I said. And any information they have, they can call the office, and we can give them information on the events coming up.
And the number for your office?
It's 956-523-4780.
Okay. And what I've seen in the last, I would say, 2 years this way. Okay. I've seen more unity from the city with the county, coming together in different forms of events. Okay. You see it with your side. You see you guys with the city councilman joining forces, doing something for the community. It's the same community. Before it was, I'm the county, I'm the city, I'm the constable, you're the sheriff. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was in different places.
Yeah, it's changing.
But now the attitude is changing.
The attitude changes, but everything we're doing is for the best of our precinct, right? For the best of our people. You didn't see that, like you said, 2, 3, 4 years ago. You couldn't see that. You always see they're fighting, or this elected official against this elected official. Now everybody's seeing that we're working together, and we're not a political group like people wants to label us, because they see us together. It's not that. We're just changing that. We're trying to change the image of a politician in the way of we getting together to help our community. Like they say, en dos cabezas es mejor que una. Ahora hacemos 3, 4, 5, 6 cabezas trabajando juntos para el beneficio de la comunidad.
No, you're absolutely correct. Because there's a lot of things that go on in our community. Listen, we have Memorial Day, Labor Day, 4th of July, Columbus Day, Halloween, Easter. Every holiday, there's something going on. And then there's other things going on off the holidays. And what happens is that when you see that, is that it's money going out. Okay? And if everybody does an event separately, well, guess what? It's a lot more money spent.
Exactly.
Than if people come together and say, you know what, let's do this together.
Let's do it together.
It's going to cost us $2,000. You put, and everybody puts it together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more savings.
Yeah, and it says, and it's it's not savings. It's
You know what I'm saying.
bigger, yeah. But I know what you're getting to. It's bigger for our community. We have more things going on in that event, so they can have more fun for their kids. We just came back from a week and a half ago. Jesse Gonzalez had a veterans luncheon for all our veterans. And first, I want to say thank you to all our veterans for the sacrifice they made and gone to give us what we have right now.
Our freedoms, absolutely.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And I was part of it, and other people, other elected officials were part of it, and we had a great time.
And that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. You know, we cannot have that division.
Exactly.
Like it
Yeah.
was
Like
before.
I said, we're trying to change the past. Now we're living in another era, so we're trying to change everything. We're trying to for the people who, like I said, it's for the best of the community. The community don't want to see us fighting against each other. Don't vote for him, and they don't want to see that.
Now, talking about for the betterment of the community, what things do you think are needed in our community that you can say, you know, this is what we need to work for? If I'm reelected, this is what I want to work for.
Well, yeah, it's like I said, it's most of the things is the educating our parents most than anything. Because I see the problems at school, and I'm talking about elementary side, right? Kids,
What kind of
small
problems?
kids. Well, they don't go to school. They're not dressed properly, so they send them home, and that kid's 7 years old. So there's something going on at the house and bringing it to the school. So that's what I'm saying. It's educating the parents, educating them about the importance of school, about the importance of being there, 99 to 100% attendance, right? So you can learn every time you learn. I mean, the kids are our futures. I mean, that's the way everybody says that. I know you hear it before, like they're our future, and they are. They're sooner or later we're gonna have a new constable. Sooner or later, we're gonna have new JPs, new commissioners. So we have to educate them, educate our parents so they can educate the kids and go learn at the schools.
Sure, no, you're absolutely correct. And the education starts at home, and then our school system rebuilds it up. And that's what gets me is we have way too many programs out there for kids that have already passed the line. They already got into drugs.
It's too late sometimes.
It's already too late.
Yeah. Well, you cannot say it's too late because you never know. You can change. You can change.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
There's way too many problems there. I wish we had more programs prevented.
We do have the Explorer program. I have the Explorer program going on since I think we're going to our 6th year, and we have kids from Sierra, United South, and LBJ.
And explain the Explorer program for
The
those people out there that want to get involved.
Yeah, well, the Explorer program is to teach them the way of a law enforcement. So in case they want to go into law enforcement, because now high school they have criminal justice classes.
They should, yeah.
Yeah, so they're already, and that's great because they're knowing the laws, they're understanding what a law enforcement gets to do when they're working. So with the Explorer program, we have the hands-on, like you do here in your so we have the hands-on, like building entries, felony stops, and if they continue liking it, of course, those going to be a great law enforcement officers in the future. So anybody that wants to sign up, again, they can go by the office or they can call us and we can give them information. And same thing, it's like a UIL. We check their grades and we check their attendance.
That's what needs to happen. Could those grades of those criminal justice classes, could those be benefited towards college? Is there any way you try to work that out with LISD or UISD?
I don't know, to tell you the truth. I know now they have. I know now they have early college and other classes that they do are accredited and accountable for any college.
But why don't that's something that maybe you can start sparking up.
That's true. I know we give them community hours to our explorers because now they need community hours to graduate. We'll help them as much as we can. We try and keep them away from the streets.
That's what we need. That's what needs to happen. We've done our part for the longest time trying to get kids off the street.
Yeah.
And there's some kids that you come in here, and I think it's like you said, the education of the parents.
Yeah.
And some kids don't have, and you tell them, come on over.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to kick some kid out because he can't.
Oh no.
You understand what I'm saying? You can't.
And
And that's what the people do not understand. But there's a lot of problems out there. I was talking to a friend, and he said, "Chivas, my son now in college, and I didn't know that he was on drugs, and he himself is one. I don't know where he picked it up at." And I go, "Look what you're doing."
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. They learn what they see from the parents.
So if they're going to follow your footsteps.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes we have to be a little bit hard on them,
Yeah.
but we have to be just. And
Yeah.
that's what people don't understand. Some parents always. I remember we were growing up. No te juntes con aquel. Don't hang around with that guy over there. Don't hang around with That's the way it was. And people would guide us.
Es como el dicho que dicen, Pau, dime con quién te juntas y te diré quién eres.
Exactamente.
Exactly. Y en veces sí te pone a pensar, it's true.
It's true.
It's
I mean,
true.
so our grandparents used to watch over us, our uncles, los
Sí,
de acá,
sí.
That's just the way it was.
That's the way it was. Exactly.
And sometimes we're in the.
And look at us now. Right now, we turned out to be good.
Yeah, absolutely. But and you go to the boxing coach, no te hagas esto, no hagas lo otro.
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
Any sports, any kind of sports, it helps a kid, man. It helps, and if they like it, they continue doing it. And of course, like I said, you check their grades. You know what? You're a freshman. Okay, let me see your attendance. Your grade. You're not gonna kick him out, but you're gonna bring him in, and you know what? You gotta do better.
Absolutely.
You stay here.
We did that here.
Yeah.
We were doing that here. And I said, you
And
do
that's
this much,
good.
and we'll go
Yeah.
to a tournament. We'll do whatever we want. And we had a couple of parents. You can't check my kid's grade. I'm paying you to teach it. But yeah, wait a minute. But then.
Yeah.
can't
So
go to
it's
the
not
tournament.
exactly. And
You
you
get-
see, you're not benefiting nothing out of it.
Exactly. And then
No
there's
discipline.
We'll take them to another school. Punto. Bye.
Yeah. Ni modo. Yeah.
That's just the
It's
way
their
it is.
loss. Yeah, no, and here with us, the Explorer program, they also compete. They actually last year, well, they competed in San Antonio a couple of months ago. They didn't bring back any medals or trophies, but the experience they have, man, is beautiful. They like it, and I know a year ago they went to Dallas and they brought second place overall, competing against Houston Explorer programs,
Absolutely.
San Antonio, Austin, big
Absolutely.
cities, and we got second. So I'm very proud of them.
Absolutely. And that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. Anything else to bring forward to?
Well, no, I just want to thank you, Paul, for having me here, and thank the community, like I said, for giving me the opportunity to be representing them as their constable.
And thank you for standing up. And any other words for the community?
Well, like I said, thank you for everybody that's watching your Gloves Off, right, program. I see it every time you interview somebody. It's very interesting, and I like it, man. I like it. Like I said, I'm not the perfect person to speak to. I get nervous, so. But man, thank you. I really, como dicen, no le saco la vuelta. I'll be here.
Okay.
And whenever you want to
Come on over.
me,
If you all have a program or have anything in there, you want to bring something out and that's bothering the community in the South, bring it out here.
Thank you.
And we can voice it out. I think this is a venue that we can reach out to other people in a different sort of way, because it's always there. And people can look at it and say, you know what, it clicked on, okay, I know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe we should stop doing this or whatever. You know
Exactly,
what I'm saying? And things like that should happen.
And any questions they have or any concerns, they can go by my office, and I'm always there, man, 8 to 5. So anybody that has a question or concern or something going on in my precinct, just go by and we'll sit down and talk.
Absolutely.
Thank you again. Thank you for everything.
Folks, until next time,
Thank you.
peace.
The following political paid advertisements do not reflect the political opinions of the program or its associates. Any political campaign or candidate who wishes to purchase advertising can do so. Advertising is open to all on behalf of Gloves Off. Gloves Off is always on point. On point. Bringing you the best on current issues, community affairs, and the happenings around us. This segment of Gloves Off is brought to you by the best, so pay them a visit. Check them out. This is Gloves Off. If you've ever wondered, if you ever had a clue what would happen if Batman, the Avengers, the X-Men fought the 47 Ronin, you will have great hitting, power strikes, and speed. This event will be known as the North Texas Stick Fighting Championships. It's open to all martial artists. This is where legends are formed, where they're forged, where they are founded. Sign up now. Call the number 956-401-4868 and look up the website at www.savate.biz. So remember, this is for serious martial artists. If you're not serious, sit back and whisper about the event. If not, we'll see you there.